Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Albente Sports Podcast, episode 9. And the Greatest Rivalry Tour has kicked off. It's been a while, Flippy Peter, since we chatted, since before the tour. So it's a nice time to catch up and see where we are and how you guys doing.
Yeah, it's been a busy weekend. I traveled far and wide.
I feel like every time we record, me and you are coming back from some other weekend away.
Yeah.
Yeah, every weekend is a joy at the moment.
For the Bokke.
For the Bokke.
For the Bokke. Yeah, no, since we last chatted, the tour has kicked off. Finally, I am over the moon. I can't stop scrolling on my phone, all the media, all the fans, all the talk between the supporters. My favorite game so far of that series was the Stormers and the All Blacks kicking it off. Newlands had a very nice crowd, a beautiful light show. I'm not sure if you guys saw how the stadium these lights. They're giving France a go.
Yeah, I must say, I someone told me about these lights that they had installed and that they did the light show. I'm quite bleak that I wasn't there to watch it, but good job to the DHL Stadium. Well, I hate calling it that, but the Greenpoint Stadium. I mean, epic.
They have to use those ticket money. They scam people from somehow. So
Yeah,
I'm happy to see it's going into the stadium this time.
Yeah, lucky they're putting it back into the stadium. The score pretty tight, and the Stormers holding them out till I think 65 minutes. It was I think all square, but at the end the All Blacks running out 38-21 victors. But what did you guys watch the game and what did you guys think? I thought the Stormers, for the team that I put out, they showed some respect, had a decent, very good team. Obviously missing a few Springboks, but they came with the fire. There were tears in the national anthem. I think some of those guys won't ever get the chance again to play international sides. So big occasion, and the Stormers definitely rising to the occasion, and definitely showing some weaknesses in that New Zealand team.
I thought the Stormers game was really interesting. I think I called a much bigger margin than was the case. But I was pleasantly surprised by the team that was put out and the performance in itself. I think it's to be expected that New Zealand struggled a bit, but I think they struggled a bit because the Stormers actually put up a really good fight. It was really entertaining to watch as well. Mad credit to the Stormers. Obviously, they're playing against the second team of New Zealand, but I think it was just the beauty of this rivalry tour. It was just a reminder of that while they might not be the best team in the world anymore, they have a pretty good second team. You know, they still a top quality team. They clearly a top 3 team as have been for many years, and you don't just rule them out of anything. So a lot of credit, I think to Dave Rennie as well for rotating his squad like that, but at the same time showing respect to the Stormers, putting out a good team, and honestly, what a game. It must have been an absolute belter to be at. Very entertaining.
So I'm actually a little bit bleak. I missed the game. I really wanted to watch it. I think I was still on the road on my weekend getaway. I tried to listen it on some radio station. I don't think I couldn't find one that's actually played it, so I was sad. But I did manage when I was near Worcester filling my car. I asked one of the petrol jochies because he was listening to the game on his phone in his pocket, and I just asked him what was the score, because I remember I picked the Stormers by 3, so I was expecting it was going to be a one-sided game, but when he told me it was 14-all, I actually got a little bit. There's a sliver of hope that came to my side, like, oh, am I actually going to take these points for the pool game? So
I mean, Flippy,
yeah,
respect for making that pick. If you had pulled that off, I mean,
yeah, I wouldn't let it go tonight. You
no,
guys would have heard about it all night.
best believe.
Yes.
I'm grateful the Stormers lost, because hearing Flippy gloat about that for the next 2 years would have
Oh,
been painful.
exactly.
Yeah,
Flippy,
and
one of two players picking one
yeah,
of two, and our pool is actually 48 players at the moment, so a new record
Wow.
for
Oh,
the
wow.
Albente. So
yeah.
yeah,
Awesome.
one of two players picking the Stormers. But he had me nervous for a while there.
Yeah, the other guy I did more. I can't remember who was the other guy, but he had a little bit more confidence. He said I think by 17, so he thought the All Blacks was going to send like a third team maybe. But yeah, you can't put him down like that. But yeah, it was a beautiful game, and one of the moments I had actually a sporting moment in mind. I know I told various about this, but I'm actually gonna change it to the. He's from Weinberg. I think the 10 Yakim Ahmed. He had a wonderful game. And
What a
his
player.
old school came down full support. I'm not sure if you saw
Really?
the videos of this, basically
Yes.
with the one stand through like full of the boys' school there, just cheering and chanting the whole time. The crowd was loving it, and I love those videos. It just shows the support that actually came to the GHL stadium that day. So I wish I could have been there.
I saw the attendance was actually really good. 46,000 people.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's really
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah,
All
well,
those
how
All
many
Black
are?
supporters in Cape Town.
Yeah, exactly.
All the Cape Crusaders.
The Cape
Yeah,
there
it
were
was,
lots of
this-
Cape Crusaders there, but you love to see it. I mean, you do love to see it, but it does make this greatest rivalry really tasty. I mean, Flippy, I'm sure you're getting
Yes.
it at work as well. I mean,
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it all the time. I argue all the time about, even when I don't believe the Stormers are going to win, I tell them Stormers are winning this weekend. You
Watch
know?
out.
Yeah.
just to get a
So
reaction.
exactly. So it's a beautiful little aspect maybe not everyone knows about in other parts of the world.
Yeah, the tour has already, I think, captured the nation's attention. I saw on social media, the New Zealand media is all over the tour, the South African media, and like you said, Flippy, even the guy at the garage station is listening to the one of the warm up games. It just shows how big this is going to be and how big that first test is going to be. Yeah, my thoughts on that Stormers game is Yakin Ahmed. He played well. He had a solid game, I thought. And then again, the Stormers actually a worrying sign for the All Blacks. The Stormers actually exposing the scrum. They got quite a lot of scrum penalties out of that game. And I mean, that's not even the bulk pack. So that should be worrying signs already for Dave Rennie and his team. And then also the penalty count. I think the All Blacks had 3 penalties in that, 3 yellow cards in that match. So 2 things, especially the penalties, that's just a discipline thing that can be addressed. But the scrum, that's going to be hard to fix before the first test. And I think they are just going to, get that ball out as fast as they could out of the scrum on their ball. But when it's the Springboks ball, I think there's gonna be big damage. It's no joke. The pack of the Springboks. We'll get to that in a bit. But what a game from the Stormers. They can hold their head high. I think they played proper. Gave the All Blacks a proper test. They gave them a few high balls. I see the All Blacks have this new strategy. I saw it in the Argentina game. The team's evolving. It's they're trying to catch the high ball now while running back. So then they can't block the incoming player. So interesting tactic. And we'll see how that plays out.
I don't know if you noticed as how many times they also started a rolling maul off the kickoff as well, Varys. I don't know if you noticed against in the Sharks game. I thought that was quite interesting. I watched it happening and I thought to myself, has Rassie been talking to Dave Rennie? Because it was something new, and I must say it's just, I guess, what we've gotten used to is Rassie being the innovator, but it just makes me love Dave Rennie even more. I mean, I really hope he does well with the All Blacks, brings him back, but I love seeing innovation like this, you know, just trying something new, setting up the rolling maul off the kickoff, and the Sharks couldn't deal with it, of course, but well, I'm sure we'll get to it. But just really, really cool to see. Makes for a very exciting first Test match.
Yeah, and then just the last point, and actually my highlight of that game is this man, Dion
Oh,
Fourie,
Dion.
oldest man
Branas.
on the pitch. Branas, he had the best game. He was
tackles.
my man of the match. 2 turnovers, 13 tackles, try
And
assist.
he played 60 minutes,
At
didn't he?
39 years
50
of age.
minutes. If 50
Yeah,
minutes,
and
13 tackles. Kidding me.
exactly. I think in a space of like 30 seconds, he made like 3 tackles. He was just
Everywhere.
absolutely a demon on the field, and rightly deserving another Springbok call up
Yeah.
after, I think, the
Yeah,
injury
yeah,
of
yeah.
Siya Kolisi. So congratulations to Dion Fourie. I mean, it's phenomenal.
I love
At age 39, the old guard, even in the Shark game, it just shows that for
Yeah.
some of these oaks, age is just a number, and he has massive value to add. I mean, one of the best jackalers in the world, and just experience. And I won't be surprised if we see him take part in one of those test matches.
I think just watching him at the mall, not at the mall, at the ruck was just incredible. I mean, those 2 turnovers,
fast.
it felt like more than that. But at 39 years old, putting your body on the line like that was just something to behold. I mean, if you think of his plays for the Bokke, if he can give us 40 minutes, it would be an incredible 40 minutes, without a doubt. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's pushing for a starting spot against the All Blacks. There's no doubt about it. It's unbelievable what he did.
Yeah, but aren't you thinking maybe he's not just aiming for the Greatest Rivalry squad? He's maybe aiming for Rugby World Cup next year.
Imagine
And
that. At
Just
40.
you imagine at 40 years old going on against the world in a Rugby World
I
Cup.
wouldn't
That
rule it
would
out.
be legendary. I
Yeah.
would love to see him give Dion his place in the Rugby World Cup. I would love to see
Yeah.
it.
What a legend.
I mean, if just half of the people had the heart that he shows, I mean, every time he walks off the field, you can see he had a game. I mean, there's always blood on his face. He
Yeah.
sticks his head in pretty dark places. Very brave man. At that age, not getting soft is something to behold. So, what a game he had, and rightly deserving that Springbok call up. And then to another old player, Mr. Nonu. We played that game for the Sharks. Bit of a very, very wet game. New Zealand, was it on Tuesday, running away 54-0 winners. I felt a bit disappointed. Firstly, about the team that the Sharks released, and just just not giving their all, basically, if you compare it to the Stormers. But Ma'a Nonu doing the haka at the start was nice to see. But what did you guys think of that match?
Yeah, I saw the Haka video. I know there's a lot of mixed comments about it. Some people loved it, some people didn't like it, some people thought it was amazing, some people think it shouldn't have happened. Me personally, I loved it. It was amazing to see. It just like the passion that guy has for the game, and he's willing to step up against his old team to do the haka towards them and not with them this time. The nerves. I actually got a few goosebumps just thinking about it now. So what a legend of the game, and he just played his heart. Well, he didn't start, unfortunately. He played, I think 20 minutes maybe. 20 minutes, yeah. But he showed his heart there. Like the age, just like Dion, is just a number for him at this moment. So hoping to see more games from him. Not sure if he's going to do the haka every game, but I think this was just a statement.
Imagine.
Imagine he does it. I would actually love it. It would be amazing. Imagine in the Currie Cup he does the haka against the other teams. That would be amazing.
Yeah, I must say, I think that was my al dente moment of the week, was just watching him do that live. Like Flippy said, the goosebumps was just
Crazy.
incredible. I think it's it's just made maybe the world reframe the haka as an aggressive thing into what it often is a sign of respect, and just watching him do that and the faces of the of the All Blacks while he was doing it, you could see they were quite conflicted with what to do. But then
Yes.
watching him finish and almost bow, and it was truly, and then listening to his interview after the game and just saying what an honor it was for him to do that, and to honor them in that way. I thought it was honestly one of my favorite moments of rugby of my life, just watching him do that. It's one of my all-time favorite players, maybe besides Tano Umaga for the All Blacks, just one of the greatest
Yeah.
centers we've ever seen. And at 44 years old, I think just with the whole
Crazy.
story of going back to help the Sharks, just to give back to rugby, I think is so magnificent, and to also hope to play. He even mentioned in his interview afterwards that he wasn't meant to play, but then they kind of said to him, "Do you want to play?" And then he obviously said he'd like to do the haka. I think it's just incredible because he's obviously part of the Currie Cup squad, and it's their URC squad who played. But just magnificent. I don't know. There's actually another moment I'd like to point to. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's a moment, I think it might have been the All Blacks' last or second last try, but they broke through the line in between Nonu and I can't remember who was on his right. But there's this clip of him tackling him and screaming at the other defender. You can literally see he's screaming at while he's tackling the guy to help him. And you can see his frustration at the levels, but watching that challenge of him tackling him, but while he's doing it, he knows he's not got enough and he's screaming at it. Just the level of professionalism that kicks in there is just, honestly, I only have respect for Ma'anonu for just everything, how he presented himself, all of it. Really, really special player, and it's quite lovely. I think we're very lucky to be able to see him play for the Sharks.
Yeah, I think, Nonu, obviously a legend of All Blacks rugby and one of the best centers to ever play the game. And while he was doing the haka, I was thinking back of when he was in the All Black team. And just in my head,
How nervous
comparing
he
the
was.
two teams,
Yeah.
that's like you had your Nonu, you had Sonny Bull in that time, you had Conrad Smith, Dan Carter, Richie McCaw, Jerome Kano, Aaron Smith, Israel Dag. You had you had such a crazy team.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, but the current All Blacks, I mean, they'll get there. They're in the building phase, but it's gonna take a while to reach the heights that previous era had with Nonu in his prime. So yeah, the game of the Sharks, very, very one-dimensional. I mean, you knew exactly what they were going to do. Just no ambition. That was actually a bit
Do
upsetting.
you think it's because they played too many kids? Because it was an extremely youthful side. That backline had no experience in it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Lorenzo Julius, I love CIR, incredible players, but it was just kids.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm asking myself, where's Bongi? Where's your Mapimpi? Where's some of the other,
The URC players.
experienced campaigners?
Exactly.
I mean,
it's almost played Devil Divenacher. Are you kidding me? The most experienced of them all.
no,
Opa.
I think it was his last match, Devil Devenacher. He went off with, I think, a broken arm. I think he was injured quite badly. And Yakim, the scrum off, he was also injured, the young scrum off. Can't remember his name now.
It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting to see just, I mean, it's obviously been so many years since we've seen the Greatest Rivalry tour, but what it does, how it can fast track a country's rugby development is quite incredible, because you get the opportunity to bleed proper youngsters in against competitive opposition in really competitive countries, and you get to actually bleed them in the shirt. It's quite incredible, really. It's not some dead rubber against, I don't know. I don't want to talk ill of any terrible teams, but maybe Wales. I think it's just amazing. I mean, what we see with these players is the experience they're getting of going to play at Ellis Park, going to play at Shark Tank, and you, a 22-year-old, you've never played for the All Blacks, where the pressure of the shirt is so heavy. It's quite amazing. I think you almost gain a year in the process of bleeding new players in. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, let's be honest. 54-0. I'm not sure New Zealand will take too much out of that game. I mean, it was men being against boys in that game, pretty evident. So yeah, bit of not a game that the Sharks, I think, they will almost take more out of that than New Zealand. Obviously, New Zealand players getting some game time, which is positive for them. Darian McKenzie went off, almost injured himself, but it looks like he'll be fine, reports said. So, yeah, I was hoping the Sharks would put up a better fight, but was not to be. But I'm sure Nonu will pull things right there.
I think the only thing the New Zealand will take away from that is that Ruben Love can kick.
Yeah.
He is kicking at goal. The ones he hit from the wrong side off the touchline. I mean, missing one kick was I watched his goal kick and I was actually blown away. What a boot he's got. It's amazing. If it's Dan Carter levels of kicking that. I know it's one game, but it makes for a very exciting test match because they can bank 3 points quite easily against us. Which should make a very exciting game.
Yeah, but Ruben Love also gave us a little sneak peek in the URC what he can actually do, because he actually puts up a lot of points if you had him in your team. So he was slowly, he was there and you just didn't notice him. But now that he's into the All Blacks team, he's performing the game he wants to play.
Didn't he play for the Crusaders?
No, I don't think. Hurricanes, yeah.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, it's crazy. And he's been in the New Zealand squad for 2 years under Scott Robinson. And he was played as a fullback, I think, 1 or 2 games. It's crazy that they're only giving him the keys now. And you can see what he does now and how much it would have benefited him if if Scott Robinson gave him a chance back then. He would have been 15 test in by now, and then much more established, confident, and then really increasing New Zealand's chances in this tour. But I mean, rather late than never. And on the fly-off talk, they are flying in Richie Mo'unga as the replacement for Billy Proctor.
Yes, I saw that.
So it's going to be a spicy selection. I still think Ruben Love might get that first test, but we'll definitely see Richie Mo'unga in that somewhere in the series and possibly playing that game against the Lions, I think, after the first test.
Yeah, hopefully the Lions can perform a little bit better than the Sharks did. Because
always believe in the Lions. I felt Lions will get you over the line. I'm betting on 20 points to the Lions for sure.
And
I'm gonna call you on that.
Peter.
Fine, Lions by 10.
If I can go for the Stormers, surely you can pick the Lions in this test.
I'm picking the Lions. It's a win-win.
What about the Bulls, guys?
No, I mean, the Bulls haven't even won a game in the Currie Cup. I picked the Pumas against the Bulls this weekend at Loftus. No. The Bulls, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Big trouble.
Maybe they're just preparing for the All Blacks game and just forgot about the Currie Cup game.
Yeah. I think that's what's happening. Yeah.
But in that time, the Bokke played their game away in Argentina. Some might be unhappy with the performance. I think when you go to Argentina, it's a quality side. You play away from home. You take the W first and foremost, and then also you got to remember we're playing with, I think, almost 6-7 players that's coming back from injury, hasn't played in a long time. And you could have seen there's rustiness. So, and to still with that, pick up the win. I think we defaulted back to a very 2019-ish performance from the box. A lot of up and unders. yeah, I'm not sure why that was the tactic. I think Rassie is holding his cards close to his chest. So playing a very simple game. Don't want to give the All Blacks any insight on what is having in store for them, because I'm sure he'll have something planned for them. But yeah, tough game. And I think this it's not a warm-up game, but as a preparation for the greatest rivalry, when you look at the warm-up games of the All Blacks and the Boks get to warm up against a strong and feisty Argentina team, I think that might benefit the Boks. So yeah, happy with the win. But some people I saw in the comments, and so we're not too happy with that performance. What did you guys think of it?
Yeah, I think if we're all honest, I think we're lucky to step away with a win there. We can say like we had most of the players coming back from injury. They weren't totally fit yet, but you can't really use that excuse. They are professionals. They still do training after the injuries and so on, so they should have been more ready. But take nothing away from the Argentine squad, because I know they had a terrible Nations League run. I think they didn't win one game, I believe. So
they won the one against Wales, I think.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, take nothing away from them. They are still a very dangerous team. So I think we are still very lucky to get away with the win there. And
they could have drawn it at the end.
Yeah. Because we almost didn't step away from got a win. We almost didn't beat them. I think if it wasn't for the misplaced pass there at the end on the 82nd minute, we could have drawn that game and blushed a little bit afterwards, because it wasn't a great watch for us. But Edwil van der Merwe, what a try from him. I don't know who made that offload to
Andre Eastreizer.
Was it Eastreizer? Yeah, that's like going around the player, popping in the ball out, and then Edwil just gassing it to the try line. Beautiful try. And Charles Hanekom. Yeah. And Hanekom also getting his try for the game. So good to see him on the score sheet as well.
Yeah, I think it was really interesting. I think you take the win and you get out of there as quick as you can. As generally when you go to Argentina, you just take the win. I think I agree with you guys on that. Lucky, I don't know. I think it is. We just know how to win. I think the Bokke, just by this time, they know how to win a game, and they win it in any means necessary. We saw it in 2023 in France. 1 point. If you know how to win, you know how to win. New Zealand did this for 12 years or whatever it was. It's a culture. I think, but I do agree with Varis that Rassie's definitely keeping his cards close to his chest. But yeah, it's one of those. You just what a great game to win. We're going into this series. I think it's going to be an absolute belter. Honestly, can't wait for that Ellis Park fixture. And it's one of those. Are you just happy you walk away with the win, because it could have very much gone the other way. Very easily it could have gone the other way. The Argentinians, I thought they were great. Disruptive, it's kind of what you expect and what you want to see. But more than anything, I'd like to focus almost a bit more on them, because it's lovely to see them back. I was really disappointed, as Flippy mentioned as well, in the Nations League, Nations Championship. I was really disappointed with them. So it's good to see that bite, that fighting spirit that they're known for come back and delivered in a great way. I mean, watching rugby there, we were with a friend of ours. I saw a friend of ours the other day, and he said to me, maybe we should just not go watch the Bokke in Europe, and maybe we should just go watch them in Argentina. I'm not going to lie, that sounds amazing.
That sounds amazing.
I might be scared to wear my Bokke jersey in Argentina, but I feel like it would be an intense atmosphere.
No, I feel it's like when you compare it to golf and you're playing a stroke one hole. When you get an opportunity for that par or the bogey, you just take it and run to the next hole.
Take it and run. Yeah.
Because it can get very ugly with 3 putts and so
exactly.
Very
I think the Springbok stepped away from a 10-foot putt. Gimme there, I believe. A 10-foot putt. They looked around and said, "Can I take it?" Then someone in the background said, "Yeah, take it." And you take it.
Exactly.
But I watched the national anthem of the Argentinos. They did the long version. I think the 5 minute or some. It's an
Yeah,
extremely long one,
it's
and the tears
unreal.
were going. So I knew then and there they were gonna take us to the gutters, and it's gonna be an old school dogfight. And good to see that the Bokke still have the dog in them, and
Uh,
only keeping the Argentinos to one try. I thought that's positive. So I think we'll take a lot out of that game. Even getting through his 80 minutes, and Lewitt,
how
he
the
did
hell
okay,
Eben,
but I could
how
see,
Eben got through
yeah,
80 minutes is just insane. He
yeah,
hasn't played for
and
what,
Sasha
7
as well.
months?
Yeah, I think
It's
Mm,
nuts.
Rassi also commented. You actually saw the old Ibn there for a while. There that game, he actually showed he still has something left in the tank. So hopefully we can see that in the coming games as well.
yeah, I think you slot him right back in. He showed that he's still there, and I mean, what better guy to slot in there. I think Lewitt might still might need a bench of the next game or at the start of the next game coming off the bench because Ruan Nokia has been playing very well.
Very
But
well.
I'm happy to see Lewitt back. And yeah, he's just a wizard in the lineouts, big body. And the box will definitely use him because this is a long tour and you need as much of these guys fit and ready to go at a moment's notice. So yeah, good win from the box. Yeah, I also would have liked a bigger margin, but then I still just remind myself, you take that win
Think
any
about
day
the
of the
first half.
week.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I think
and
Eben
then
will
on.
be
Mm,
absolutely. I think Eben will be absolutely. I mean, it goes without saying, but we haven't. He hasn't played rugby properly in almost a year. So I
exactly,
just think he is
Mm.
going to be absolutely massive in this tour. I
to
think
pummel them.
he's one of those players that his mentality just drags him through, similar to Dion Fourie, just
Mm,
you just need him there because he makes everyone around him better. Same with CR. Those
mm,
players, they just make everyone else play better. It's a very rare talent you see, but Richie McCaw had it back in the day as well.
mm.
They just make everyone around them better. It's quite incredible, but it's infectious. And when Eben gets going, you panic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
nice to have him in your rather playing with him than against him, and
Exactly.
especially when he pulls on that Springbok shirt. And as a lot of these Springboks, they do go to another level that we don't
Yeah.
always see at clubs. So we blessed to have him, and I'm sure we'll see him in that first test. I did see a post the other day just indicating, I'll show it to you guys, a bit of, yeah, we've got two packs at the moment.
Wow.
And
yeah.
it just shows the competition within the squad. Everybody needs to stay on their toes. But yeah, I mean, there's two squads out of these eight. What do you guys think? And yeah, who do you think is a clear favorite? And where do you think there's it's getting blurred at the moment. We're not sure who's your number one in that
Mm.
position.
Yeah, I don't think we have to focus on a number one. I think we should focus. We have two players in this position. So if one gets injured, we are still, there's no stress about it because we have a backup.
Mm,
And even the backup can't be called the backup because he's a starting player, actually. Because if I look at these, like the comparison between these two squads, how do you switch and change between them? Like the players they have on there they're amazing. Like how do you pick a
mm,
team out of this? I don't want to be one of the coaches for the Springbok because they all have a difficult time actually picking
mm,
starting lineups going forward from here. Because if these players play as they usually do, like we all know they can play, they're gonna give Rassi and his team a massive headache.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think the one who probably more than anyone from the Argentina game who deserves a shout at starting is Cameron Hanekal. I mean, we the three of
Mm,
us
Mm.
have been speaking about him probably for 3-4 weeks now. How excited we were for him to have a proper go. And my
yeah.
word, did he take that opportunity? I thought he was
Man of the
absolutely brilliant.
match. Mm,
Yeah.
Exactly. Thought he was absolutely brilliant. What a bruiser. So, I mean, I've never been the biggest Jasper Wiese fan, but I feel like in the last 18 months, he's really come into his own and he's really made the number 8 spot himself. I mean, again, it's maybe I'm a bit too critical. He was playing behind Dwayne Vermeulen, the greatest number 8 in South African history. But Cameron Hanekom is probably deserving of starting this weekend. You know, it's really or next weekend. Sorry. It's really something else. But I think besides that, it is same as Flippy says. It's quite incredible. I mean, the only ones who you'd probably put in, but again, maybe Eben, I guess maybe Thomas the Tank, and maybe Cam Hanekom. But I mean, there's no more starting spot guaranteed for our legendary captain here either. You know, it's quite incredible how we are moving on. Both those teams would walk into both those forward backs would walk into any team in the world. It's unbelievable.
Then we think about who's not there. Obviously, our number one Oxen Chair, he's not there. I don't see Zachary Porthen. Ruan Orkie is not there. We've got Malherbe, Kwafas coming back, RG Snyman, Kwafa Smith, Marco van Staden, Jan Nedrick, Wessels. So, I mean, we're blessed for choices.
Props especially.
Props for especially. But I think, for me, still Jasper Wiese is number one. He had an incredible Nations Championship Series, and he's the closest thing we have to a Dwayne Vermeulen at the moment with the box style of playing. I mean, he's worth his weight in gold. I mean, he softens up the opposition team, and that's exactly what what's gonna, I think, get us over against the All Black. It's just our forward dominance, and I mean we don't even have to talk about the scrum. I mean, it's the pain cave is incoming for the All Blacks. The penalties are gonna roll off. It's gonna rain penalties on them.
I agree.
Yeah. So I think with that, I was thinking that we could maybe do a combined 15 between the Bokke and the All Blacks to see maybe where would we, or what's the best 15 we can put out on that field. I think starting at the front row, I was thinking maybe, at the moment how we're scrumming, no All Blacks there. I can say that with confidence.
You wouldn't even put Adi Sevier. You're talking front three.
Yeah, front three. I think we start from one to three. I think it's Ox, Malcolm, and we've got a lot of tighties, but Thomas the Tank. What do you guys think of that? Happy with that?
100%. I would actually give Zachary Porthen maybe also a shout there, because I know he's still a young kid, but that guy can play. He
got some footwork.
He doesn't look the biggest on the of any.
He looks like a flank. It's unbelievable.
But he's so fast and he's so bloody strong. I don't know how he gets the strength from, but he's maybe one of actually be my wild card for the props and the front three positions. I love that. He is an amazing player.
Yeah, I think maybe Zachary, great option off the bench as well. Very a good impact player, because he's not just a good scrummager, he's an athlete, gets around the park and can do damage when there's a tiring team on the other side. But I think the consensus 2 out of 3, we've got Ox, Malcolm, Thomas the Toy. Moving on to the locks, 4 and 5, I think Eben is a hard name to leave out. I know he hasn't been playing a lot, but if you had to start a team today, who would you put in those locks?
You're leaving Cobus Visa out. You know, I find that such a hard one.
He's the form player.
He's the form player. I mean, he might be the form lock in the world. I just think he's been untouchable.
What a find for Rassie.
What unbelievable.
I mean, the Visas are the brothers. I think they're going to play a lot of tests for the box in the coming years. But if I had to pick today, I'll still stick with the stalwart Eben. I think he's just going to run out there and remind everyone why he's the enforcer, why he's the most capped Springbok, and why he's being number one lock, I think, for almost 10 years now.
10 years, exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think if I had to choose now, because I think I'm only looking at like recent form now, I would love for Cobus Wiese to actually make a full 23 for this, if we are a combined 23 now. And if I have to, because here is where All Black player might sneak in a little bit, because I really
the
like
other lock.
Tupilotu from the All Blacks.
Very good player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sneaky. I enjoy his rugby. I think if I had to pick two starting locks, it would be Cobus Wiese and Patrick Tupilotu. Oh, I hope I said his name right. But
Yeah, Patrick Tuipulotu, 120
Tuipulotu, yeah.
Ks. Yeah, just one of the big guys that New Zealand's gonna need
And a
against
shit
the
ballser.
Boks. Yes,
I love it.
him
I
and
do love it.
Tupavai.
Tupavai, yeah,
gonna
yes.
get up. Celebrating all the knock-ons.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's gonna. But we have Eben to just straighten him out, early on in that first test. So I think maybe Cobus Wiese and Patrick. If we go on form.
Yeah.
But this could change quickly after Eben maybe plays a game or two again.
Exactly.
You can make that.
Yeah,
Back
Eben will be
three.
battling for that first place again, because he needs to get back to his best, because we need him.
Yeah. For me, the back three, sure. I'm gonna put Adi Savia on flank here. So Adi on the one flank, Peter Stef on the other, and then Jasper Wiese at number 8. I'm not sure what you guys think. Paul de Villiers has been incredible. He's just not had too much tests. That's the only reason. But Sia's injured at the moment. But I feel I got to go with Peter Stef, Adi, and then Jasper at 8.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. I think that's exactly right. Simply because you can't leave out Peter Stef, obviously not. And Cobus Wiese has been very good. Very, very, very good. So I think that is probably fair. And Adi Savia, I mean, we don't have to say anything about Adi Savia. I feel like we've been gushing about him for I don't know how many weeks. He's just an exceptional
He's been carrying
player.
the All Blacks through their tough period on his shoulders.
For the last 8 years, he's just been doing everything. What a player, what a captain, what a man. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's. I think the most difficult picks is going to be actually the back three for the scrum, because this might be where I pick actually more All Blacks than Springboks at the moment, because Peter Stef is probably one of my favorite players ever. So he's definitely making it a team.
As jy bang is, moet jy sê.
Yeah. But I would actually, this is difficult, because I really want to put Paul de Villiers in there, but like you said, he's played too little test match to actually start yet. So I might actually go for Wallace Atiti here from the All Blacks. He's also a player that's incredible at the moment, and he's been coming up, and I think he's still a young player, so he still has a few years left in him as well.
23 years old.
How old?
23.
Yeah, so young, and he's playing brilliantly at the moment. And Adi Savia, like you guys said, it's difficult to pick a team without him. But I think if I had to choose, I'd actually choose Sintiti ahead of him, actually. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go Peter Stef, Paul de Villiers, Wallace Atiti. That's my back three at the moment.
Okay. I think if we do 2 out of 3, it's going to be Peter Stef, Jasper and Adi. Or did I miss it? Yeah. At 9, I love our halfbacks, and our halfbacks play our type of rugby, but I mean, I think the most important player for the All Blacks, it has to be Cam Roygaard.
Absolutely,
And he's hot. He's on fire at the moment. I just haven't seen him in the warm-up games. I think they're wrapping him in bubble wrap. I think they're very scared that he gets injured.
Yeah.
Any arguments or
He's
Peter?
I think the only person who might get close is Grant Williams, but I mean on form over the last year, I think especially in the SRP, Cam Roygaard has been untouchable. I think maybe the 3-4 months before that, maybe it's the last 6 months before that, he's just been. I think he's the best scrum off in the world. He's just unbelievable player. I mean, we've got some really blessed scrum offs always, but Cam Roygaard is just. The amount of tries he scores, it's almost Farid Priya kind of sniping energy. It's really, really special what he can do there.
It's up
And
rugby.
exciting to see him and Ruben Love develop a bit of a relationship there. Very curious to see what they could do, but they could, in the next 5 years, they could tear defenses apart.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah,
then
I
also
think
onto
one
the
of if I had to pick actually one of the Springbok players to actually, because I'm still, Roygaard is the main man for the scrum half position, but a shout out to Kobus Reinhardt. I believe he had a shout to actually go for that number one spot here. He just amazing player. I love to see him at scrum, but yeah, Cam Roygaard all the way at the moment.
I think Kobus also has those kind of. You can't. There's a lot he brings to the game that you can't really touch. You know, I mean, the experience and the calm he brings, but at the same time, he's a little terrier. You know, it's something you don't always
and
find.
he's fast,
so quick.
You are so
I think
quick.
Flippy might have a great shout there. I mean, I think it is touch and go. I think I'd be happy with either of them. I might just put myself on the fence here. But I think Cam Roygaard probably just on, I don't know, just kind of it
just
factor.
how important it is to the All Blacks.
I think just on that it factor.
Clinical for them.
He's crucial. When he doesn't play, they very much notice. When Kobus Reinhardt plays, we notice, but we've also got so many options, you know. So I think, but great shout, Flippy, great shout.
Yeah.
On to number 10. It's difficult one because we know the quality player that Sasha is.
Yeah.
But Sasha has not been playing for 4 months, and you have to pick someone to start tomorrow again. It's I mean, Ruben Love has been on form, and then we've got our other flyer of Marnie and Pollard. What are you guys thinking? We've also got Damian McKenzie, Bowden Barrett, maybe Richie Mawala. Tough one. And the South African in me says Sasha, but if I was a betting man, just with the kicking form as well, we've seen from Ruben Love, something they think that the kicks from the sideline, he gets it just over Sasha for me.
Yeah, I think it depends on how you want your fly off to play. Because if you want unpredictability, I think you'll probably go for Sasha. If you want consistency, you'll probably go for Ruben Love. And if you want to have a vanilla fly off, I think you'll probably go for Pollard. And it's not bad mouthing.
Pollard gets from what if he listens, Flippy? Every week you disrespect.
No.
He won you 2 World Cups.
No. I'm not bad. It's not vanilla in a bad way. Like he just plays the game as he was coached.
He's a traditional fly-off.
Traditional, Vanilla is probably
he made a big impact in the Argentina game coming on. Pollard. He took control, closing that game out as well. So I did notice that, and I'm seeing him definitely returning back to form. So it's difficult. What do you think?
Yeah, it sounds like I'm bad mouthing him. I'm not. I really like Pollard, but
don't worry,
it all depends.
We know about your anti-Pollard.
No. Everyone has their own opinions.
This time, everyone knows.
Coach Flippy has no mercy. One bad game, and it's over and done.
We've learned a few things in these 9 episodes, and one is Flippy hates Andre Pollard. You know, like
no.
Someone turning the script against me. Someone clip that up for us, and then make it a YouTube
Flippy won't even put him in his Currie Cup squad. Even though the Bulls need him.
They need him.
No, even after everything, I think I'm going to go with Manie Lebok.
Good shot.
Yeah.
No, I think for me it's a no-brainer. I've been a bit frustrated with Sasha in the last year. I mean, there's no doubting his incredible talent. I would like Tony Brown to bring him down to earth a bit. I think Tony Brown, what a player, what a coach. And we know he brings that attacking flair and that attacking backline rugby. But I do think that you should allow your outside centre to have a go. And I think Sasha maybe is either too young or just not quite at the point to allow that to happen yet, to understand how much power he has in breaking the opposition backline by using his inside and outside center. So for me personally, it's not even a competition. Ruben Love every day of the week. I was blown away by his kicking the other night. I thought it was incredible. And I saw how a couple of Shark boys try to absolutely kill him and run over him, Vincent Koch being one of them. And he didn't exactly tackle them back, but he held on. And I had a lot of respect for
even
that.
Nonu had a go at Ruben Love
Exactly.
with a
And
big run.
it was lovely. I had a lot of respect for him. Those big boys are facing you. They know what they're trying to do. They're trying to hurt you before the Bokke game. Everyone knows what they're doing. But he held on for dear life, and if he missed 2 tackles, if that, I thought he was really, really good. And I just think he's a phenomenal player. You can't put enough value on someone who kicks 3 points 90% of the time. That's how you win. That's how you win things, you know. So yeah,
that's true.
Absolutely incredible player.
I think as this series goes on, we'll have the chance to swap out players. But I've got a sneaky suspicion Sasha in the near future might jump right back in, but I'll guess only time will tell. Okay, then we're moving on to the midfield. Also, Jordie Barrett for me has been showing incredible form.
Incredible.
You've got Damian de Allende next game. He's playing his 100s. But for me at the moment, I've got to go with Jordie and Jesse Creel inside and outside. Jordie's just with his kicking, his running. I think his season at Leinster has lifted his stock. He's not that he wasn't a good player, but he's just getting so much better. And I think apart from Cam Roygaard, he might be the second most important player in that team for New Zealand. So those are my choices.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult pick between 3. Yeah. Jordie, I really enjoy Jordie Barrett. Love to see him play, but I'm a huge de Allende and Kriel partnership fan because I'm thinking like playing together. De Allende, Kriel, they are the main Springbok centers at the moment. I don't think there's a player close on their level at the moment. I know Andre Estres is coming in there. There's a few oaks been playing center there, but if I have to go, I'll have to go with de Allende and Kriel because just the partnership between them, it's amazing to watch.
Yeah, look, I have to agree with Flippy on this. Outside centre, I think it's maybe up for debate, but while there's no denying Jordie Barrett's quality, I mean, what a player, and everything you're saying is bang on varies. But Damian de Allende has seen it all. He's done it all. I don't think I've seen him miss a tackle. I don't think I've seen him make a mistake in 4 years. It's quite incredible.
And just think there was a time in his game that people actually hated that man. Like I know when he played for the Stormers, people didn't like him one bit. And then I think it was the 2019 World Cup, he just showed up and he battered every team he played against.
Dominated.
And people just
remember him and Lucanio those tries they scored in 2019.
Yeah.
Filthy.
So
wow. No, yeah.
And he just steps up in the big games. I mean,
always
against the All Blacks in the biggest moments. Yeah.
It's that kind of player who I mean, Flippy might disagree about Andre Pollard in this situation because he's anti-Andre Pollard. But it's one of those players that no matter what form he's in, it's like a Kyle Abbott in cricket, you pick him because he will not disappoint you. It will be an 8 out of 10 guarantee. It is just, it's an unbelievable ability to have. I don't know how he does it. He cannot play for 6 months and he can still rock up and be the best player on the pitch. It is just unbelievable. The consistency. So I think for me, that's the only thing that puts him above Jordie Barrett for me is if they both play, I'm guaranteed a 7.5, 8 out of 10 from de Allende. Jordie Barrett might put in a 9, but he might put in a 6.5. You know, it's kind of one of those for me. I just think Damon Dalinde is just the greatest inside center I've ever seen in my life. It's just something else.
The outside center.
Oof.
Kriel.
I don't
Kriel.
I don't mind the All Black outside centers. I like Quintupea especially. I think he's a
Yeah.
very good, very, very, very good player. I think he gives Jesse a run for his money. I've not seen enough of him to put him above Jesse though, but I think that one is touch and go. So yeah, I'll go along with whichever one you guys decide. I'll be happy with either of them. I think
Yeah.
the excitement for Quintupea is a great player.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the
Rico is
market
also on
as well.
form. Anton Leonard Brown has been playing well, but I think the consensus here is gonna have to be Damien and JC.
Jesse.
Tried and tested. You know what you get. JC,
Mm.
demon on defense, and Damien just consistent. Always gets you the front foot ball, amazing pass, and steps up in the big moments. So we'll go with those pairing. Can't argue with that. And then, yeah, the exciting
Wingers.
part is the back three. I think we can't disagree that Cheslin Colby is right there. My
Yeah.
fullback, without a doubt, as Damian Willems. He's been incredible, playing his best rugby, I think, at the moment. And then on the other wing, I'm going for Will Jordan, the try
Yeah.
machine.
Agreed. I think the only person who maybe deserves a shout at fullback is Damien McKenzie. My only issue with Damien McKenzie, maybe fullbacks are made for Damiens, but sometimes he's not the best on defense. But again, I say not the best in defense compared to Damien Willems. So it's again the bar is so high. But I do think it works really well how he attacks the line, joining just in between the outside center and the winger for the All Blacks is hella dangerous. So I'm very excited to see that. I think going forward is phenomenal.
It's a style of play.
Yeah, exactly. Unpredictable, really, really good. I think he ties the whole back line together when they attack. But defensively, I do worry a little bit. If you're comparing him with Damien Willems.
Yeah, I think with the outside backs, it's probably the same situation with the forwards as well, the outside forwards or the loose forwards. It's difficult to choose because both sides have such amazing play. Even like Josh Morby from the All Blacks, Caleb Clark, they have like amazing players, but Cheslin Colby, Colby is still number one choice. Will Jordan, definitely, he's amazing player for the All Blacks. I think he's now the highest scoring All Black player in their history with the last few games he played. Yeah. And there's so many shout outs you can make. Damien Willems, he's amazing 15. In the air, he's so clutch. I would even shout out Ethan Hooker, Edwin van der Merwe, Kurtley Arends. It's difficult to choose just one between those. Yeah, it can go on forever. Ethan Hooker. So, Ethan Hooker, yeah, as well.
Keen on.
Caden is there as well. So Fassi, Fassi's been a little bit disappointing the last few games. So
you'll get back to form.
I really hope he comes back to form because he's an amazing player. But going on like the people he's against in these positions, it's going to be difficult. But yeah, I think Cheslin Colby, Will Jordan, and I'm actually going to go with I'm going to go Ethan Hooker actually for a wild card.
There we go. I think, we've got consensus in most of the positions. Flippy loves the wild card.
I love a wild card.
Just to summarize it, we'll put the team together on a poster. But from what I gather, we've got Ox, Malcolm, Thomas du Toit as the front three. We've got Eben or Kobus Wiese and Patrick Tuipilotto. Back three, we've got Adi Savea, Pieter Steff and Jasper Wiese. Fly off, scrum off, Cam Roygaard, fly off. Ruben Love, Damien JC for the midfield. Outside backs, Cheslin, Damien and Will Jordan.
Someone call the Barbarians and get them in a team.
How How nice would that team be facing the British and Irish Lions, for instance?
I mean,
That would
That would
be
be
that
actually
would
a
pull a crowd. I
brilliant
mean,
watch.
yeah, I
if
think
you
they
can
might.
put a Northern Hemisphere team and the Southern Hemisphere team, I
I'd
mean, it
love
would
that.
be
I think
an
they might
amazing
club them.
spectacle.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be amazing.
That would
So,
basically
yeah,
be
no,
like a second World
Mm.
Cup at the moment then.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think that's almost what the Nations Championship they market it as North versus South. But if you really want North versus South, I mean, why not do
Put them in the
a
same
combined team? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe once every 4 years do a 3-match tour or something. I mean, that would be
yeah,
incredible.
would be
But
awesome.
we'll get that. We'll get into that in future episodes. It's a nice topic. And then just this weekend we can just have a quick look at the log of this Greatest Rivalry tour
I've not
before
even
we
looked at this yet.
forget. Yeah, there's a big log.
Don't
We've
tell
got
me I'm at the
Yeah,
bottom.
I am.
Flippy's should be nervous.
Yeah.
Flippy only does well at fantasy. I forgot. And Tour de France, Flippy.
Yeah. King of Tour de France, yeah.
Yeah, let's shout out to JP Trailer Hire. Go hire his trailers. He jumped 40 places in the last round.
40
So I mean,
places.
that's incredible. On 3.5
Well done,
points.
JP. Oh yeah, I don't
You
see any of
won.
us represented in the top 10. This
And
is not
Mr.
good.
BA. Yeah, I think we've got a couple of 2.5 points, and then we
Amber
come
making
in at
a
about
appearance there,
28.
23.
Yeah.
When Varnes'
23,
own
yeah.
wife does better than him, that's when you know.
No, it's even. Oh yeah, she's got more
Sack the
points than me.
coach. Sack the coach.
Yeah, she listens to the podcast, by the way.
I shouldn't. Yeah, I shouldn't
mean,
say much, Flippy. I don't see me and you yet.
yeah,
I know
let's
where
go
I
down
am.
a bit.
Even
Peter's
Kruger
also on
above
2
us.
points for
I
sure.
guess I'm above Albert. That's big, and above Flippy. That's
Kruger,
good.
Albert, everyone on 2 points. Flippy
Oi,
on uno.
Flippy. 45th.
But Flippy, we would have had a different.
JP Trailer Hyde showed us that you can jump 40 points in 1 week.
Exactly.
We would be
And
having
then
a
we've got
different
the Mardo on
conversation if
0.
ooh, ouchie. But yeah, we would be having a different conversation if the Stormers actually won the All Black game. So
That's
yeah,
sounds like a
you have to make those
Mm.
you have to make those wildcard picks now and then just to spice things up a little bit because it would have been amazing.
But it's because no one scored points on the last New Zealand game because everyone
Yeah.
went with a random score and they scored 50. I mean, I went with 17. I thought I went with 30, but I went with 17.
I went with 27, but 54 was the margin. And then
Yeah,
the
I think
game
I
of
went
this
20.
weekend, we've got the Bulls against New Zealand. I have the quick team of the Bulls available. We can just have a quick look at that. Gerwin Bosch is the name that stands out. He's coming back from France,
Yay.
Wow.
joining the Bulls, and then also with Imbros Papier being released, strong pack, Villy at the back, and then quite the URC backline with Stetman,
Tell me,
Stravino, Harold.
Is Kutam Kudu, is that the Stormers' brother?
Mchukunchuru's brother. I'm not sure. I actually wondered the same
Wow.
thing, but
You know, it's a very good
I
player.
can't tell you for certain.
Mpilo Gumede is a very, very good player. It's actually very exciting
Yeah.
to see. They've got
He's
a good
gonna
team out
be-
there. Harold Forster. I love that.
Yeah. So I think the Bulls are definitely gonna bring the fight back after the disappointing showing of the Sharks. I think the Bulls will. I don't think they'll win, but I think they are gonna give the All Blacks a good competition for I think the first 65 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll see the All Blacks pull away. So yeah, well, what are your guys' score prediction? I think the weather at the moment it says 20 degrees with 7 kilometers per hour wind, so very good playing conditions. I think we'll have a beautiful crowd. I've got my blue jersey on or shirt on. What do you guys think the score margins are gonna be?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a closer margin than the Sharks showed us. Even with the game Stormers had, they put up, I think, I can't remember. They only at the last minute that they lost pretty badly, but yeah, I think it's still going to be this All Blacks with this one. I'm not going to go with the wild card here, and I'm probably going to say their squad. The squad they're putting out looks much better. It's a strong squad, so I'm guessing All Blacks by 15, maybe. It might be closer.
Solid. I think, it's going to be a high-scoring game. And, Bulls defense not as good as the Stormers, but I think the Bulls might score a bit more tries. I think, I'll go for the New Zealand also about 21. I'll give them a 3-try margin, but I think the Bulls will also score about 2 to 3 tries. So 21.
Yo, I think you guys are expecting a bit more from the Bulls than I am. Maybe it's that Jepske rivalry in my blood coming through, yeah? But I'm going to
Going
go
off the Currie Cup performances.
Yeah. I'm going off All Blacks by 30.
I say.
I think I don't know if they will play their full team again. Yeah, I think the Bulls are used to losing. I think they're going to get a lot more used to it this weekend. I hope they don't. And I'd love to be wrong. But I think Bulls by 25-30. I'll probably go with 30. Maybe
I think they'll unleash Cam Roygaard in this game. Well, I think they actually did release the team. I'm not sure, but I think it's going to be a good team. And I think the All Blacks.
It will probably be
also have
more than 20 points from him.
Yeah, I think they also have to be wary because I think it's the next weekend they're gonna play against the Springboks, so they might not want to put in that many starting players or that strong a squad because
they've got another game.
Because if someone gets injured, he's not going to be fit enough to play against the Springboks because they'll get destroyed then. So I think that's why I'm going with a lower margin because they're going to be wary of playing a full squad basically.
Yeah, we've got the Bulls, this weekend, and then it's the week break. The Lions game is only midweek between Test 1 and 2. But I'm definitely gonna be watching the game. I think it's gonna be nice to see. I think it's gonna be another nice occasion, giving a lot of these guys again a game against the All Blacks. So I guess we'll just see what happens there. And then on to Flippy's favorite topic, we've got some real cricket. Test match cricket is back. Yes, baby.
Cue Flippy disconnect.
I think I have a disconnection
Flippy
problem.
With internet problems.
If I suddenly pause, it's my internet. It's not me disappearing.
Sure. He's reading cricket news.
So we've got 3 international series that kicked off today, or one kicked off today. Australia, Bangladesh. We've got India touring to Sri Lanka, and also Pakistan against England under the new coach. And interesting enough, Bangladesh, Australia kicked off today. In Australia, venue was Darwin. I'm not quite familiar with that venue, but Australia getting bowled out for 198.
Wow.
I'll let you guys see the score. 198. Bangladesh only trailing about 102 runs. Would be amazing if they take this first one.
That's amazing to see. Oh, I absolutely love to see that.
And only Steve Smith standing strong. Classic Steve, scoring a 71. Steve. And then the rest didn't do much.
Marnus Labuschagne didn't do that well. You only got one, and then
he's been in horrible form.
You mean
for the last, I think, 5 years.
Sorry, Labuschagne. Sorry, not Labuschagne.
Labuschagne.
There's one bowler, Hassan Mahmad, 6 wickets. I think it's the best figures against Australia in Australia or something. And this guy, I think he played some county cricket in England, and then he just absolutely showed up today.
Wow.
Yeah. And then obviously, doing well with the bat. So I'll be watching this closely. It would be amazing if they can get some points off the the Australia in the World Test Championship table, that we can close the gap.
Yeah.
So there's points at stake here. So definitely rooting for Bangladesh. So yeah, great game, great match, which I'll keep an eye on. And like I said, the others is India touring Sri Lanka. I've got a sneaky feeling Sri Lanka at home might take this series. And then Pakistan against England under the new coach. I think England will bounce back. They usually just do after a coach or something. Peter, I'm not sure what you think of
Yeah,
this series.
I actually ended up listening. I don't know if you've listened to it, Varys, but I know Flippy hasn't. But Ben Stokes' interview with Josh Butler and Stuart Broad about
I
exiting the.
saw it for the Love of Cricket podcast. I didn't
Yeah,
see it, but I saw it was there.
I'd recommend giving it a listen. It's a very, very long episode, but it's actually quite incredible. Really, really interesting to see him talk about the pressure of managing England. I mean, coaching England, captaining England, the usual kind of stuff. But the reason I bring it up is I wonder if Flippy, this might be news to you, but what they've done is they've removed the 12 o'clock curfew from the English cricket team. They had a 12 o'clock curfew. And it seems a bit insane because these are adults, right?
Exactly.
But so this has now been
Sounds
scrapped.
like a school camp.
Sounds like a school camp. But this has
Or
now been
to
scrapped. But there's a history of the English team getting caught out by this. When they were in Australia for the Ashes last time, Ben Duckett couldn't remember where his hotel was or what his hotel's name was. So he was asking random Australians on the street at 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, where do you know where this hotel is? I don't know what my hotel is called. So the English get caught out in this, and then obviously a huge deal is made about it. Like back in the day, Ben Stokes was using a electric motorbike, whatever, without it. But anyway, the point of the story is just that they've scrapped this rule now, and Joe Root is back as captain. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. I'm rooting for England because I love Stephen Fleming, and love Joe Root. I mean, what a player! But it's going to be very interesting to watch all the shenanigans outside of the cricket unfold, as is always the case with the English. I haven't actually looked at the team yet, but yeah, I think it's the old
I don't
Harry
think
Brooks.
I don't think it has been announced, but yeah, what I've seen lately with the tactics against England, you see with the fast bowlers, they especially with the baseball, the keeper stands up to the stumps, and it's been extremely effective against New Zealand. And who was the last squad at tour there? That one was in this year. New Zealand did it very well.
Yeah, Clapton.
Yes. And then Australia in the Ashes also using the same tactic. So yeah, well, it will be interesting to see if they can mitigate that. But I've got a feeling they've got a quality squad. I think they just need some momentum, and they'll be dangerous. Let's be honest. And Pakistan, they've been up and down. So I think England's gonna take it. And then for India and Sri Lanka, like I said, I don't know. Sri Lanka, I feel, has been building slightly, and I think, I've just got a feeling it's gonna be close. In the India Sri Lanka. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think it will be quite a tight one. I think Sri Lanka, like West Indies, you always hope that they're going to be good, and then they just often disappoint you so much. But I mean, I'll never stop believing in old Gusal Mendes and
Yes.
great players, just so talented. But I don't know, you always just hope that their systems can finally kick into play and they can go on a 5-year streak where they do something special. But I mean, the Test Championship's made for that. But I do worry. I do worry for sure. But fingers crossed, Sri Lanka can finally get a big Test win over the line.
Yeah, I think just thinking of the legends. I mean, they've had such a rich history of great players. I mean, Kumar Sangakkara for one. They had Mahela, Tilakaratne Dilsha,
Dilshan.
Vos,
I forgot about Dilshan.
Mutai.
Mutai.
He was
Malinga.
Malinga. So yeah, I'm not sure, Flippy, who was your favorite in the Sri Lanka team?
Flippy, did you make notes of any of the names we said? Let's see.
Yeah, you guys lost me. I can't remember one of their names at the moment.
Yeah, even Angelo Matthews. Yeah,
And exactly. Great player.
I just remember how upset Michael Holding was when they gave Angelo Matthews the new ball and he's bowling these 120 kilometers outswingers, the easy swingers.
He felt so disrespected that he was a proper fast bowler. Now this guy's bowling medium pace with a new ball. Are you crazy?
Yeah, scuffing up the new ball.
Michael
It wouldn't
Holding,
fly.
legend of the game.
Legend. Yeah, just other sports on this weekend. We still got the Currie Cup ongoing. We can have just a quick sneak peek. We've got the Lions. Let me share my screen. Let's see here.
Lions are gonna win this weekend.
Lions. Oh, I see. You guys can see my picks. Let me close it.
Yeah.
We've got Lions live against Poland. Griquas against the Sharks.
Boland.
I'm thinking of cricket at the moment.
What is happening? Is he becoming a Netherlands man here? What is going on?
Yeah.
Boland.
Yeah.
Boland.
Look at him trying to hide his picks. Look at him trying to hide his picks now. We know you change your picks. We know you change your picks on a whim anyway, Varys. Your picks mean nothing.
You guys can't trust this.
I also went Pumas. I went Cheetahs though. I picked the Cheetahs.
Yeah,
I think I'm also going
Cheetahs
to
had a brilliant win
there.
against the Stormers last weekend.
Brilliant.
So they did well. Bulls still winless. Pumas catching some momentum. Greek was dangerous. So
I think the Sharks will lose again. They've flipped their whole squad now back again.
Greek was all dangerous. I mean, I was even thinking like if the Sharks won't want to put up a good team, I mean, give the Greek was a chance. Or
I agree.
Some of these other unions will absolutely give everything to.
If they wanted to go
Kimberley
play in Wellington, imagine the All Blacks went to go play in Wellington on a Sunday, not on a Saturday, on a Sunday. And those are slapping black label courts.
The Eden Park of South Africa.
Exactly. I mean, I couldn't pay enough money to be there for that game. I would sell my Ellis Park ticket for that. I mean, that would just be incredible. No, I wouldn't sell my Ellis Park ticket. Let's not be crazy.
Valley, Plus and Cian still dominating the top three.
Goodness. Guys, we're not performing well.
Albert in the mid. Peter and myself, 12, 13.
Flippy. What is happening?
With the spoon.
Flippy, he's only good at the club rugby, it appears, but he's fallen off a cliff. I think we might have to finally call his vice presidency into question again.
Yes, I mean,
you're talking to the king of Tour de France. Yeah, quiet down there, peasant.
Yeah, Flippy, it still hurts, that one. It'll hurt until next year when I win it.
You were big words. I remember this. It's now on recording, so remember that.
Yeah. The NPC is just a guest face at the moment. Peter and Flippy on number 2 here. What's happening?
Yeah.
So
although,
that smaller
Flippy, maybe it's not you we need to call into disrepute, but Varius is at the bottom of most of these.
Thank you.
Wow, that's our president.
I'm a second-half player. I'm a second-half player.
I've seen very in the top half in the last few rugby pools we had. So, and he's the knowledge in this group of us. So.
We'll make it.
I think we just have a look quickly at the most gold medals.
It's me.
No, I'm on 6 medals. Let's just zoom in. I've had the most gold medals. Flippy's on 5. I think we have to go on the Olympic scoring.
I'll take that top position. Thank you very much.
It's all those bronze medals that Flippy gets.
Yeah.
I make a podium. I
corruptionness.
make the podium. So
But some say, I've heard some people say that silver is more important than gold. I mean, especially if you look at those numbers.
Sneaky.
I've always heard, everyone always says that. At the Olympics, no one
Yeah.
wants gold. You want silver. I mean,
no,
gold
I
is
don't
red.
think no one wants silver because you just lost the game. You had to win. So I think silver is the one you don't
Second,
want. You would rather want a bronze than a silver at this point. Gold is actually
yeah,
gold, of course, the
second
top,
place
but
is great, Flippy. All I can say is it's great
Yeah.
at the top, almost at the top.
Yeah, and Flippy with some insights, he mentioned something about tennis. If you can just inform our viewers, Flippy, we've got the US Open, I think, starting in about 2 weeks or something.
Yeah,
What's
signed
happening
up
with
for
the
it today.
scoring? There's been changes at Super Brew.
Yeah, it's a new thing they're bringing in because in the past there were like incidences where if you picked a player and he won straight sets, he wouldn't necessarily get the most points that round. There could be a guy that won got more points if he won maybe 3 out of 4 sets. So the new thing they're bringing in is if you win straight sets, they're going to give you 3 extra bonus points, basically. So it just to offset that, the guy,
Make it fair.
if your player plays, if he plays better, he's going to get more points, basically, and not a guy that had a tough match but still won the game over 4 sets. So there were mixed comments about it on the Super Brew community. I saw a few comments about people not really happy about it. I just saw a few comments, but for me, actually, it makes a little bit sense because you want the guy that performed the best to actually get the most points. And in a
That's
close
fair.
match, I understand
Exactly.
it can be close, but you still need to actually benefits from actually winning straight sets. So yeah, it's a small upgrade, or in some people's cases a downgrade. But yeah, it works in my eyes. So yeah.
Yeah. Just for information, I did contact Super Brew asking about the tournament for the schoolboy rugby, and I was turned down. They said there's not enough interest from the Super Brew community. So if anyone wants to see the tournament, you're gonna have to mail them to get the interest, to show that there's interest. I'm not sure how they measure the interest.
I
But
was thinking
anyway,
about that. I don't know.
yeah, are they waiting for mails or what are they waiting?
Yeah, it's a schoolboy rugby, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I had a
So-
feeling it won't be.
I thought you had a follow-up, Flippy, after you asked
yeah,
that
I thought Flippy's gonna dive into the dive into
I just had
the
to process
stats
my
there.
thoughts here. I just had to
All
process my
about
thoughts here.
popularity, or what was the last one?
I think I cut
Before
out last time we
Flippy,
talked about
internet
this.
gave in.
You know what
'cause
is
I
starting
like
tomorrow, guys, is the English Championship predictor. If you guys want to pick every 2 days at football, but don't do
You're
it.
opening a can of worms here.
Yeah, it's for a year.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I've played it. It's quite a lot.
I was actually
Next
thinking
man.
about starting this pool maybe just to see who's
Oh, it's not
who
even the
wants to
Premier
bite.
League. Oh,
No,
yeah, guys.
Championship.
Sure. Swansea.
You know that league Flippy's team nearly ended up in.
Yeah, but we're not. We are not.
That Tottenham shirt was almost thrown away for,
Flippy nearly
Yeah.
for a
burnt that
Premier
thing a
League
week
shirt.
ago.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that we didn't go down. I paid a lot of money for this shirt, so it would have been sitting in the closet forever. I would have never worn it again. So I'm glad I can actually wear my shirt now.
Lekker, guys. I think we've had a record long episode.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's lots to talk about. We've had this with this tour ongoing, and we gonna cover it week by week. So, yeah, let's hope the Bulls pitch up this weekend,
Let's go,
and
Bella.
the Blue Bulls in the Currie Cup maybe get a win. So yeah, we'll talk again next weekend or next week, and then I'll catch up with you guys then.
Right.
Lekker.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.